What if I told you that the digital product that you could create this week can potentially give you income that can continue months or even years from now? Most women think that they need a huge audience, expensive equipment, or even expert level knowledge to get started with an online business. And that couldn't be much further away from the truth. The truth is that some of the most successful digital products, they are solutions to everyday problems. Today I'm sharing 5 digital products that women can start to sell online even if you're an absolute beginner. And make sure you stay all the way until the end because I will be showing you the one that I would start even if I was starting from zero today. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shanique and I help women build faith, freedom, and online businesses that creates income and impact. And if you're serious about creating your first digital product, then I have a free guide linked down below, which is called the Digital Product Starter Guide, and it will definitely help you to get started. So click the link down in the description box below and grab that now. Let's get straight into it. One of the easiest digital product that you can create is a guide. People are searching every day for simple shortcuts. They want answers, they want step-by-step instructions, and they also want clarity. A guide can help someone get from confused to confident. So what I'll do, I'll show you some examples of these guides that you can look visually and see what I'm talking about. Now here we are in Etsy and I'm going to show you some examples of these guides that I'm talking about. So the number one guide that you can create business guides. So these are some examples of business guides. So as you can see right here, these are what they look like. So you can create a guide on even weight loss. So we're going to type weight loss right here. So weight loss guides. So it's literally anything that you know how to do. Look at this one right here, right here as well. So it's literally anything that you know how to do. So if you know how to budget as well, you can create a guide. Let's see, budgeting guide as well. So that's budgeting guide. So here are some examples, of budgeting guides as well. So remember, anything that you know how to do, you can literally turn your ideas into a digital product. So a budgeting guide. So you can also do a faith study guide. So, a lot of people are big on faith right now. So you can do a faith study guide as well. This is a huge one. In 2026 right now. So here, Bible study guides, or, if you have a specific knowledge on how, women or anyone can, better themselves or become even better by even, sharing with them what you know already. So what if you know how to break down the Bible? You can come up with a guide to help people to study the Bible, to break it down, to understand it, and also social media guides as well. So you have to always remember, the beauty of guides is that they don't have to be complicated. They don't have to. Social media guides. So a simple 10 to 20 page guide that solves one specific problem can be incredibly valuable. So always remember, people pay for solution, so they don't pay for page counts. So don't think about, like these simple guides that you see here, they're just a few pages, but people are not paying you for the pages or the amount of pages you have. They are paying you for the solution that you're giving them to their problem. Now, digital product number 2 are templates. So templates are one of my favorite digital products because you know what they do? They help people to save time. And if you can save people time, you can make a lot of money saving business owners or creators just saving them time. Time is a valuable asset, so people are willing to pay to save time. So some examples of templates that I'll be showing you right now here on my screen are these Canva templates. So you can literally go to Canva. Look, you can look for, resume templates. You can also do business planner templates, content calendars as well. So there's so much templates that Canva have here that you can use. You can use templates for creating business cards. You can also create templates for budgeting or budgeting guides, or simple stuff like that. So like a content calendar is something that a lot of creators use. So you can get a content calendar. Look, they have so many templates right here, and you can literally take these and sell them online as well. So think about your own life, and would you rather start from scratch or start with something that is already built? Think about it. Most people will choose convenience, because I would too. So that's why templates sells. Digital product number 3 on our list, we have checklist. People love simple stuff, and checklists, they make life easier. So for example, oftentimes when you go to the grocery store, it's like a priority to make a list. The things that are on your list, while you're scrolling through the aisles, you make your list and you check the stuff off. So that's similar to what checklist does. It's something that gives you everything. It puts everything together. So as you go along, you're able to check off, I did step 1. I did step 2. So some examples of checklists are launch checklists. If you're launching a business, you can use checklists to make sure that you're ticking off all the box on that. Another one that is very popular are wedding checklists. People want to make sure that the wedding is perfect. And also business startup checklist as well, and daily routine checklist. So for me, I know personally, I always use a daily routine checklist. It's like, it helps me to stay organized. It helps me to get the stuff that is most important to get them done. So once I create a list, like in the early morning, then I'm able to follow that structure and I'm able to be more productive. So checklist is definitely something that you should try. A checklist will always remove that feeling, that feeling of being overwhelmed with tasks. So what a checklist does, instead of wondering what to do next, it simply gives you the steps, and that is something that is valuable. Digital product number 4 on our list are workbooks. So what workbook does, it helps people to implement stuff. It helps them to take action, because information alone doesn't provide transformation. So here we are. I'm going to show you some examples of workbooks that I'm talking about. So the first one on my list is goal setting workbooks. Planning on, the new year, you're setting goals. So these workbooks help people to, clearly outline what type of goals they're setting and all of that. And it will also help you give them, something that they can go back to always remember what they planned and also wrote down. So workbooks are very good. So you have confidence workbook as well. So these are some examples of goal setting workbooks. We have confidence workbook, business planner, and also faith journaling workbook. So I'm going to type that one. So let's see what we get for that one. So these are simple faith journaling workbook. So, you plan, you write down, and all of that. So, what a workbook does, it helps people apply what they've learned. And that's where transformation really happens. So, if you want to help people to transform their life, then once you create a workbook, what it is that it solves their problem and it can help them to get from A to Z, then you've created something that they definitely needed and can provide them with a transformation. Digital product number 5, which is my absolute favorite on the list, are mini courses. So this is where things begin to get real good. And this is where you also start to see scalability. This is where you start to scale a business when you started to provide courses. Courses are visuals that people can watch and see step by step and follow along. So these are very good. A mini course can be 30, 60, or also 90 minutes. It doesn't need to be a huge long course, so you don't have to overthink it. So once it is that you know the solution, you know the problem that your audience has, you have their solution, then you take a few minutes to record the videos and put everything in a simple course that they can follow. So it doesn't have to be long. Once it is that there's a problem and there's a solution, and you're going to break down the solution in the videos, then that's all you need. So for example, some of these can be how to start a digital product business. I wrote my notes here, guys. So if you see me looking down, that's where I'm looking. So how to create a Canva template as well. That can be a good one. How to build confidence with AI. And always remember, people pay for result, not complexity. Now that I've give you all 5 of these digital products, I want to talk about the biggest mistakes that women make in trying to start any one of these online business or trying to create any one of these digital products. Many women try to spend months trying to create the perfect product. What they do is they never launch, they never test, and they never get feedback. And I always say the goal is not perfection, the goal is progress. The goal is to create something that is very simple that solves a problem. So once you get it into the market, then you learn, then you improve, and then you repeat. And this is where a lot of people get stuck, is because they're trying to make everything perfect. And I will tell you firsthand experience is that doesn't work at all. You always have to be willing to try something, fall down if you have to, get up, brush off, and try again. So it's always learning, improving, and repeating what you've learned. And if you're sitting there wondering, Shanique, then what digital product can I start? I want you to download my free guide down in the description box below, where this will walk you through inside everything on how to launch, how to validate your ideas. It will give you everything, and it's absolutely free. So click that link down. So here's my conclusion. You don't need permission. You don't need a huge audience to get started, and you absolutely don't need to be famous to even start. A lot of times people get this so wrong. They think they need a huge following on Instagram, TikTok, or anywhere, or all social media platform, but that is not true. So the only thing that you need a problem that you can solve. And what I want you to do, pick any one of these digital products that I've listed before. I want you to create it, launch it, and learn from there, and just keep going, never stop. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.